Fellas, this is how to use trendjacking marketing to print sales through organic content. Every single company on screen with me have paid me between 4 and multiple 5 figures to do marketing for their product or service. And here are some reviews so you can see that I'm not just saying this for the sake of it. I actually have expertise in what I'm talking about. And beyond that, I've launched my own software, Verlo, which I've grown to over 60,000 users and $170,000 in revenue, launching just 9 months ago from absolute scratch. Okay, so what is trendjacking? Well, here's a Google definition. It is a marketing tactic where brands or creators quickly jump on a popular viral trend like a meme, challenge, or hashtag to boost their visibility, engagement, and relevance by adding their unique spin or commentary. That's the Google definition. What I mean when I say trendjacking is just 3 words: stealing virality, or 2 words, I guess. Stealing virality, right? I was going to say stealing viral moments, but same thing. What you're doing is you're taking moments that are viral, there's a lot of awareness for them, and you're using that virality to spin it onto your product or service. And I use this with pretty much every company that I collaborate with and my own business, Verlo. Reason you should do this is because when your brand is pre-PMF or pre-product market fit, there's little brand awareness. Not many people know your brand actually even exists. There's a weak marketing strategy there because you're not sure who to really appeal to and you're not sure what's going to drive engagement and sales. You have little to no virality as it is. You have pretty much no game plan. And this is absolutely fine, by the way. All of these points I'm mentioning, and I know it sounds bad, but it's not necessarily a bad thing because everyone starts somewhere. I've worked with businesses that are multi-million dollars and have PMF on absolute lock, but I've also worked with businesses and I've been a part of a business, Verlo, which starts literally as a startup with absolutely nothing, ground zero. It's absolutely fine, but this is why trendjacking can be so valuable, especially for the smaller businesses. It's a lottery a lot of times when you're creating content, you're not sure what's even going to stick. The best thing you can do is ride viral waves. If something is going viral, the best possible thing you can do is spot that virality and use it to your business's benefit. So that is why I actually co-founded Verlo. Now, I'm not using this as a pure promotion for Verlo. Feel free to use it, feel free not to use it. I'm just showcasing how I built my own software off the back of this thesis that data and knowing what's going viral is a massive benefit to companies looking to market themselves to get more sales and engagement. So how you're able to do this is one thing on Verlo you have is custom niches. And with these niches, for example, cafe, we showcase the best performing viral data within that niche and it can get updated as many times as you wish. So I've got it to update daily. So every day I see the most trending content around cafes. So if I'm also a cafe or I work marketing for cafes, I can see exactly what's working. I get insights into what's driving engagement, what's actually trending, the best posting times, and I can just see overall the best performing videos around cafes and brunch spots. So you get shown what is trending, what is viral, and you should apply this data to your own content. Now, if I show you a real case scenario how this actually worked for my own business, Verlo, around summertime last year, Google VO3 dropped and it was absolutely taking off, especially these AI vlogs where people were making TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram videos of yetis and bears in the wild commentating on what they do. Now, here at Verlo, we spotted this on the exact day VO3 dropped, and you can see on the 7th of June, me collaborating with the team and saying, this is absolutely huge. I'm going to make a video right now for it because I sense this is really going to blow up. You can see all the messages right here, so I'm not lying. And that very same day, the 7th of June, I dropped this video, how to make viral VO3 videos. You can see 7th of June posted around 5 p.m. UK time. And well, the rest is history. That video has gone on to generate over 100,000 views and no mention of Verlo whatsoever in the title. All I did was trendjack. I took what was going viral, which was VO3, and used it and applied that virality to my own product or service, Verlo, to get eyeballs and divert them from the VO3 attention to the Verlo attention. And although that video made me just over $1,000 in AdSense, the real benefit was it generated over $31,000 in cash collected for Verlo through my affiliate links. And even more people signed up without my affiliate link. Trust me, I know that because I'm a co-founder. I can track every single sale that comes into Verlo. So let's say around $50,000 generated through one video getting 100,000 views. Think about what an extra $50,000 would do to your particular business. It'd do an awful lot, trust me, especially if you're pre-PMF. That is huge numbers and huge income and revenue you can utilize to further invest into your business. So that showcases the power of this trendjacking sort of like marketing strategy. And this is the process you should follow. So first thing, you do market research, either Google Trends or you can use Verlo, the tool I just showed you. Next, you want to think, what is the solution? If the trend is around makeup, has absolutely no use to Verlo or a lot of the brands I promote. One of those things. I've worked with businesses, I've worked with local cafes, I've worked with e-commerce stores, I've worked with softwares. So I've worked with a variety of businesses. The first thing I think of when I spot a trend is how can it be applied to the business? Sometimes it's really strong trends. So for example, with VO3 to Volo, it was a strong trend because Volo helped people spot trends and actually create prompts. So with VO3, that was perfect, as a lot of people understood VO3 was going viral, but I had no idea how to prompt it. So the solution that I proposed was use Volo to help you with prompting, with the prompt engineering part, and then you can create the videos on VO3. Perfect, basic conjunction of the two softwares. That's how Volo got so many sales. So think about how the solution can be applied to your business. If something is going viral, how can we use that link somewhere to my business, my product, my service, to pose that as a solution alongside the virality? Then you reverse engineer from that to create the workflow. Okay, so if my business is the solution, how can I then create a workflow for them? How can I then propose the problem that comes in with the virality, showcase the workflow, and then obviously showcase the product or service as a solution they need to use? And of course, how can we market that virality in the best possible way? That's the 4-step workflow I use whenever something goes viral. Now, there's no guarantee there's always going to be something that goes viral to do with your niche, but virality will always exist because we live in an attention economy. This time last year, Ashton Hall's morning routine was absolutely blowing up. If you had some way of using that virality, you should have. Chances are you probably missed the boat on it. If you had some kind of way of spotting that virality, you should have used it. And even now, the 6-7 meme, right, that's been going on for the past 3, 4, 5 months. If you're not using that virality, you should have. The point is you've got to spot this. So market research is the most important part. That's why you use Volo. Or like I do for my clients, I have a pulse on what's going viral in social media content, Gen Z millennials, so I can apply that. But you should 100% be taking advantage of this. And then the next part is the intelligent part of finding a way to link that virality to your product or service. So if that sounds interesting to you and what I've said makes absolute sense, but you don't have the time or expertise to implement it yourself, you can book it in a complimentary strategy call with me. I've got my calendar linked down below, first link in the description and in the pinned comment. On there, we can discuss an exact blueprint strategy for your particular business. I can see if we're a good fit for each other. Now, disclaimer, I turn down 80 to 90% of businesses that get on a call with me. I'm not saying that to stop you getting on a call with me. I'm just saying that because I want to make sure that I can actually help you guys. I don't want to basically get on a call with someone or their business that I don't believe will be a good fit. So that's a disclaimer. Just because you're taking a call with me does not mean we're going to work together. I just put that there so we can have a discussion about yourself, about your business. I just literally spoke with a business yesterday, which is a local cafe in Australia. Absolutely wonderful business. Lovely people working there. Sounds like an absolute fit. On the other hand, some people I've spoken to just don't have the right business for this, especially if you're doing something that involves just views rather than monetary gain. Probably not the sort of business or person that I want to work with, because you won't get the most use from my marketing strategies on social media. But if that is the case, feel free to book in a call down below and we can discuss your exact business and see if we'd be a good fit for each other. And at the end of the day, you'll get actionable insights to utilize in your own business. And also, if this video, if it appealed to you, if you clicked this video and thought, yeah, I've learned an awful lot today from Deniz, you're going to want to check out that video right beside me, as I showcased another powerful marketing strategy, Trojan horse marketing, which I also utilize a lot when it comes to promoting my own software Volo and the abundance of businesses, multi-million dollar businesses that I've worked for. I'll see you guys there.